Goodness by itself is but a theory. It is in the giving that goodness becomes real. And it's in that reality we find God's deepest beauty and our truest purpose. In October 2010, Flora Mae Manuel was taken from her home by agents of Philippine Social Services. 9 years old, she was living in a broken-down bamboo hut in an isolated village. She was in need of urgent long-term medical care due to a fall from a ladder she'd suffered 4 years earlier when she was just 5 years old. The fall caused a compound fracture of her left femur, which remained untreated. The neglect resulted in Flora Mae developing chronic osteomyelitis, a serious bacterial infection of the bone. At the time she was taken in by her foster parents, at 9 years old, she weighed 29 pounds. She was subsisting, not living, and her long-term chances for surviving were bleak. That same year, a young man, an athlete, was already plotting his path that would stretch far beyond any field. While sport was a passion, it was not his true purpose. He wanted to do God's work and share God's goodness by giving to those who needed it most. It was a lesson he learned from his family and his faith from the moment he was born in the Philippines. Tim Tebow grew up the son of missionaries, and even after moving to Florida as a child, he returned there as a teenager to spread God's word and do the Lord's work by serving the needy. He carried that calling with him to the University of Florida, where in addition to leading the Gators to 2 national championships and winning the Heisman Trophy in 2007, he also devoted himself to charity, raising money for pediatric cancer patients and disadvantaged children. In 2010, his vision took shape in the Tim Tebow Foundation.
We created our mission statement to say, we want to bring faith, hope, and love to those needing a brighter day in their darkest hour of need. And at first, a lot of people wanted to say, that's way too broad of a mission statement. You can't do that. You'll never be successful because you have to narrow it down. You have to have help either kids with this disease or kids with this disease or orphans or widows or this. And we said, why? We just want to help people.
Since its creation, it has been a remarkable, bountiful, beautiful 5 years and counting. In 2010, the foundation began its Wish 15 initiative to help fulfill the dreams of children with life-threatening illnesses. Already, Wish has granted more than 50 official experiences and hundreds of special moments, from trips to NFL games to time at Disney World to visits with Tim. Also in 2010, the foundation began funding the care of abandoned children in an orphanage in the Philippines to ensure they had proper food, clothing, medical treatment, education, and access to the good news of the gospel.
God is love.
Today, that initiative is meeting the needs of more than 2,000 children in 4 different countries. In addition, building on what Tim had begun while in Gainesville, the foundation began constructing its first Timmy's Playroom. Each playroom is custom designed to provide a space where children can take their minds off medical treatments and be kids again.
You get to see kids going in there and having fun. See kids that have only seen a hospital setting for the last 4 to 6 months are all of a sudden getting to be a kid again. They're playing video games, they're doing artwork, and quite frankly, they're just hanging out with other kids. And that was the whole concept of Timmy's Playrooms. We just didn't realize how special it would be when we finally got to see kids using the rooms.
Look at these footballs.
The foundation is about to open its 8th playroom, the 7th in the United States, with 1 more in the Philippines.
I want to help other people feel warm. Take me out of it for a second. Think about the other kids who just got diagnosed. I'm fine. I've already dealt with it. Think about the kids who just first got it. Don't think about me. I've passed it and I'll pass it again. I'm just gonna sit and tell this kid that it's okay.
In 2011, TTF partnered with Cure International to begin construction on the Tebow Cure Hospital in Davao City, in the Philippines, to provide essential medical care to the youngest and most underserved of patients. The hospital doors opened this past December. The hospital has already served more than 100 patients and counting. In 2012, the foundation launched Team Tebow to encourage and enlist others to serve those in need. The team now has more than 19,000 members in all 50 states and 18 different countries, working in support of the foundation's mission and message, serving those in need. In 2013, the foundation added an adoption aid initiative to provide grants for families who make the courageous decision to adopt a child with special needs. The foundation has given 44 grants and counting. And of those 44, 30 children have already been united with their forever families.
Okay. Hey, buddy.
Did you hear that?
Hey, Alex. Alex. Alex, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
And the foundation makes another grant each month. Last year, the foundation launched its latest initiative, Night to Shine, a nationwide prom for people with special needs. This past February 13th, Valentine's Day weekend, 44 host churches in 26 states in 3 countries combined to create an unforgettable night for more than 7,000 honored guests, all kings and queens of the prom. And now, 5 years later, we find ourselves in many ways back where it all began, and we come back to Flora May. When she joined her foster parents in 2010, they spent more than a month in a hospital, overwhelmed and under-equipped to help her. Through multiple unsuccessful surgeries, her leg did not heal. Instead, it worsened, becoming shorter than the other, with her femur becoming more and more curved. For her to have any hope of walking properly again, she would need more advanced surgery than had ever been offered in the Philippines. She would need faith. She would need hope. She would need love. She would receive them all on the first day of surgeries to be performed at the Tebow Cure Hospital. It is in the giving that goodness becomes real.